Hello, Isabella Grace here for Hunting the Silver Lining. And what I want to talk about right now is I just talked about how to break out of a funk, and it was put one foot in front of the other in a direction that you know is good for you. Shampoo, blow dry your hair, do your laundry, some chores, start a difficult task and just do 5 minutes of it, just so that you have a sense of a win, a sense of accomplishment that you give to yourself. And the next thing I want to talk about is self obsession. And that's really difficult for a lot of us who aren't naturally built that way and certainly weren't raised that way and certainly aren't encouraged to be that way by society. Not if we're women, not if we're feminine women. And so the reason why I want to talk about that is because that's another step, another layer to breaking out of a funk for myself that works is to self obsess. So if I'm obsessing over something that went wrong with my health or money or a relationship of any kind, I get drained and I get depressed and I get really demoralized. Oh, why isn't my health better because I worked so hard on it? Why has this thing come back up for me again? Or some new scary thing, you're not really sure what does this mean? And it becomes vampiric, I experience. And so I want to say, take that energy, snatch it back from the devil, and reinvest it in yourself. Reinvest it in yourself. And that's my take on self obsession. It's not this evil, narcissistic phenomena. What I view it as is taking back all of the energy that I would otherwise be wasting on lost causes, people who don't love me back, financial work, or whatever situations that aren't going to give an ROI, or a health situation that maybe I just got to go through it. Maybe, sometimes you got the flu, you just got to go through it. And so taking that energy back and reinvesting in myself and under this guise of self-obsession that a lot of girls are talking about. And I think it's a great concept, especially for someone who's attempting to be a recovering people pleaser or someone who's deeply empathic and significantly compassionate. I mean, all our energy is going external. So what if we just took a portion of that, or on certain days or at certain times, we just stopped giving all that and gave it back to ourselves and obsessed over ourselves? Like, what about my skincare? What about my makeup? What about my hair? What about my trip I want to take? Because I find I'm always supporting other people in the things they're doing and giving them all of the tips and tricks if they're asking me for something. I'm not just randomly volunteering it usually. That's what this is for, remember? And so I want to say it out loud with witnesses so that I do more self-obsession, but what I really mean is a redirection of energy that we would just be pouring into people who don't love us and don't reciprocate and don't send that back to us. Or situations, even jobs. Like, how many times have you been working somewhere where it's like, it don't matter how hard you work, you're getting paid the same amount as the little scammer who's hiding out back, smoking something, or showed up late, left early, has an excuse, on their phone the whole time. They're getting paid the same amount, and you're like, how is this possible? And you're thinking, sooner or later it'll level out. Well, I mean, not necessarily. They probably figured out something that we haven't. There's no point. In certain containers, we'll say there's just no point in pouring into them. And so I want to say we can learn even from the people that we don't agree with or we don't think we're in alignment with. We can learn from everything. And one of the things is to self-obsess and redirect all of our energy back into ourselves and not giving it away to all the things that are going wrong. And I noticed that even if I don't feel well physically because maybe I'm having a health challenge and it's something that you can't do anything about in a moment, then even then, putting one foot in front of the other in a direction that I know is good for me, even if it's a simple thing like having a shower or putting a load of laundry in, or doing 5 minutes on a really difficult task, which I've talked about, because it's just something that's helping me. Does it suddenly make me euphoric? No. But I give myself a little stack of wins. And then when I lay in bed at night, I can go through this list and I can say, well, I did laundry, I cleaned the kitchen, I dealt with this work thing and that work thing and the other work thing and this person, and that person, and I shampoo blow dried and I colored my grays. And that right there can be all you get sometimes, but it gets you closer to the place you want to be and the way that you want to feel. So self-obsess, and let us redefine that in whatever manner serves us best. And my suggestion is that we just take back what we're giving outside and invest it back into ourselves. Okay? That's it. Short and sweet. Take it back and reinvest it in yourself. If you're thinking about that person who hasn't done you right in a certain situation, the job situation, the personal situation, the family situation, even a health situation, financial situation, okay, have you done your best so far? Is there anything else you could actively do right now? Should you just sit and feel worse about it? Or should you move forward in a direction that you can, that will do something for you? Okay, so that you could feel a little bit better and reinvest your energy back into yourself. And that's my take on self-obsession at the moment. Okay, but hopefully it can get a lot more exciting than that. But for the moment, that's that. I hope this finds you well. May the universe always conspire lovingly in your favor, and in mine, and in mine, and in mine. Oh, please, dear wonderfulness of goodness. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.